He's not going to be the 83 QBR guy throughout the course of the season. He's not going to reach those Mahomesian levels, which no one's going to. But I think he's a good quarterback when the situation is good. He can carry you. But outside of that, I think you're expecting a little too much if you expect him to overcome the shortcomings that he had.
We're going to get the test in the weather too, and that's been one of the big questions. And they're going to Buffalo Saturday night, and so is Dan Graziano, as we anticipate 6 inches of snow in that game. So I know you'll have a very good time with that. But how about it? As you start talking to the people, what are we saying about Tua right this minute?
Well, they want to know. You talk about overcome. Can he do it? Right? Yeah. This is a bump in the road. It's a pretty good sized pothole, in fact. And can he overcome it? You got to go to Buffalo on Saturday night. Like that defense is not going to give you any breaks. So what do you do? What does Tua Tagovailoa, what does Mike McDaniel learn from their California trip? And what went wrong? I think everyone's got their eye on this team because it was a surprise team, and the offense operated at a high level. Defense had some question marks. So we'll see how they rebound from this. But it's going to be tough. I mean, Buffalo is a tough place to play this time. I know I'm going to be fine. I've covered December games in Buffalo and come out of it fine. I don't know if Tua Tagovailoa is going to be the same way having to play quarterback in those conditions.
He may not want to watch the tape of what happened to Mike White there just a couple of days ago. That was not pretty. Marcus, how about it? There's obviously a kid you've been covering his career from the moment he came up there. Again, Marcus started his career with the SEC network, so you've seen every snap Tua has taken probably in his entire life. Yeah. What's going on right now?
Well, the superpower was anticipation and accuracy, and now we're starting to see defenses take those initial reads away. And the honest to God truth about Tua, you got to figure out if you can go beyond the X's and O's. Like, we laud Mike McDaniel and obviously Kyle Shanahan for the things that they are able to dial up, the creativity in plays. And I know Tua has been under a lot of duress. His tackles haven't played well at all. But this is really this is the NFL. You're not going to be sitting pretty every single week. Just like I was talking about with Dak Prescott. Like, there are certain situations where he's going to have to try to use some athleticism. He's going to have to get out of the pocket and make some throws. He's going to have to trust his receivers in a lot of situations that's probably unfavorable to him because he understands how this thing is supposed to operate. It was crazy, and I hate doing this and the comparison. I think Tua is a good quarterback before I go here. But you saw why people talk about Justin Herbert. Yeah. Like they talk about him. Yeah. You saw he's got the same offensive line deficiencies. He's able to get off platform. He's able to throw the ball, different arm angles and all of that stuff. And I saw that comparison in the game. And Tua on the other side struggling when all of the things weren't available to him from an offensive standpoint.
It's another one, Mike T. They're all in, right? Because, I mean, they made the trade away of their first pick this year to get the defender. They've lost the other first-round pick, right, in the tampering or whatever that thing was. So are they just – that's it, $200 million and get on with our lives?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that yet. And similar to what these guys said, he has to be Drew Brees. And why did Drew Brees have a good career as a shorter quarterback? Great offensive line. And right now, Terron Armstead's not the same guy. Austin Jackson's on IR. But the next couple of weeks, if I'm the Dolphins, this is an opportunity. Hey, we go up to Buffalo Saturday night with Dan, and then we also have to go up to New England. And New England's defense is playing A+ right now. So if you're building a team to win the AFC East, you got to win December games in New England, in Buffalo. And this is an opportunity to actually see what you have. And my concern is, without the offensive line, his play hasn't been good enough.
I don't know why that made me laugh, but when you said we're going up Saturday night to play there with Dan, it made me laugh.
I am not going to play.
I don't know that
I will be in the press box.
Mike McDaniel and Tua are up there saying, we're going up there Saturday night with Graziano. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Let's go, guys.
In Western New York and all that stuff. Oh. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.